I stand in Mom's kitchen, watching her fuss with the tea kettle. Sunlight streams through the gauzy curtains, catching dust motes that dance in the air like tiny memories. This room hasn't changed since I was 10, same yellow wallpaper, same cookie jar shaped like a plump hen. Maya, I really appreciate you coming over, Mom says, patting my arm. Her silver-streaked hair is pulled into a neat bun, librarian proper even in retirement. I just can't figure out this banking app. Everything used to be so simple with paper statements. No problem, I smile, the dutiful daughter as always, 31 years old and still playing tech support. Where's your phone? On the table, let me grab us some water. She bustles into the kitchen and I reach for her phone, a new model I convinced her to upgrade to last Christmas. The screen lights up with a notification, group chat, Tora's inner circle. Julian, she's complaining about Harper's business plan again. My heart stops, then hammers against my ribs like it wants to escape. The message is so specific, so cruel, and the chat name Tora's inner circle implies. There's an outer circle me. My hand moves on its own, tapping the notification. The chat opens. Harper, she thinks everyone lives in an Excel file like her. Good thing Mom didn't invite her last Sunday. Sunday, the day Mom said she wasn't feeling well when I offered to bring over soup, the day I spent alone in my apartment catching up on client files. My eyes drift upward to earlier messages. Elaine, Mom, confirmed. Grandma Madeline's $90,000 fund will be released on Friday. Julian, perfect. I'll use my $45,000 for the kids' UNC college fund, already told my husband. Harper, thank you, Mom. $45,000 will be enough for my studio. Elaine, Mom, remember, we agreed not to tell Maya. She doesn't need it and will just complicate things. This is for the best, my lungs forget how to work. $90,000 split 2 ways, not 3. Grandma Madeline died 4 months ago. Her favorite wooden spoon still hangs in this kitchen. She taught me to bake snickerdoodles on that counter right there, her soft hands guiding mine. You're so careful, Maya, so precise. That's a gift. I hear Mom's footsteps returning and quickly set the phone down exactly as I found it. My face settles into a mask, the one I've perfected through years of family dinners where Julian bragged about her perfect children. Harper complained about her latest artistic crisis and I sat quietly, keeping track of who needed tax help. Here we go, Mom says, setting down 2 glasses of ice water. Now show me how to use this thing. For the next 20 minutes I walk her through the banking app setup, my voice steady and professional, my hands don't shake, my eyes don't water. I am the perfect accountant, the reliable daughter, helping her mother manage her finances while pretending I don't know she's stealing my inheritance. You're such a lifesaver. Mom says when we finish, what would we do without you? I wonder. I reply, my voice carrying just enough edge that her smile falters. But she doesn't notice. Not really, she never has. Later I grip my steering wheel so tight my knuckles blanch white against the black leather. Rain starts to patter against the windshield, matching the rhythm of thoughts pounding in my head. What would they do without me? The memory surfaces like a bubble breaking through water. Me at 16, hunched over the dining table surrounded by tax forms while Dad paced behind me. That's our reliable girl, he'd said, clapping me on the shoulder as I finished their taxes. What would we do without you? Outside the window, Julian and Harper had been climbing into Mom's station wagon, laughing as they headed to the mall. I'd wanted to go too, but someone had to fix the mess Dad had made of their finances. The reliable one, the responsible one, the useful one, never the loved one. I park outside my apartment building, but can't summon the energy to exit the car. The realization settles over me like concrete hardening. They never loved me, they loved my function. I think of all the nights I spent organizing Harper's chaotic business records. All the hours explaining college savings plans to Julian. All the weekends installing software on Dad's computer while he watched golf. And all the times I swallowed my opinions, my desires, my needs, because I was the practical one, the one who didn't need emotional support or inclusion because I had my sensible career and my sensible apartment and my sensible life. When I finally make it inside, my apartment feels different. Smaller, the sleek furniture and minimalist decor that once seemed so adult now look like a hotel room, a place for passing through, not living. My gaze catches on the expensive camera equipment in the corner, the Nikon D850 with specialized lenses. The lighting kit, the props, that silly hobby Mom calls it. Such an expensive distraction, Julian says. So technical, not really art, Harper sniffs. The one thing I've done for myself, the passion I've pursued despite their dismissal. I cross the room and pick up the camera. The weight feels solid in my hands, unlike everything else in my life that has. Just evaporated into lies, something shifts inside me, the hurt is there. Throbbing like a fresh bruise, but something else rises alongside it, something cold and clear and terrifying in its clarity. I've spent my entire life being useful to people who see me as nothing but a resource, a tool. A function, no more. I set the camera down gently, then open my laptop. My fingers hover over the keyboard. For a moment, my first instinct kicks in to fix this. To organize it, to make it all tidy and proper. Instead, I open a new document and type 3 words. The inner circle, and beneath it I begin to make a list. The blue glow of my laptop screen illuminates my face at 2 am. My apartment feels too quiet, like it's holding its breath along with me. I haven't slept since leaving Mom's house, since discovering I'm not part of their inner circle. My hands hover above the keyboard, trembling slightly. Data doesn't lie, that's what I've built my career on. I type in the password to our family cloud storage, the one I created years ago, the one I pay for monthly, so Julian could store her kids' school photos and Harper could back up her artistic portfolio. The login screen blinks, then opens to the familiar folder structure. You can organize our digital lives anytime, Maya, Mom had said, patting my shoulder when I set it up. What would we do without you? I navigate through the main directories until I spot an unfamiliar folder.